This is a little mentalwithmike.com. My name is Mike Pierce. Welcome. Today we are going to do yoga, specifically Hatha yoga, and more specifically, we are going to do the basic session in the Sivananda Companion to Yoga book. And not everybody wants to do a lot of the warm-up stuff, so we're going to skip the neck rolls, we're going to skip the shoulder lifts, we're going to skip the eye exercises, we're going to skip the lion's pose, we're going to skip the leg stuff and the wind relieving and all that, and we're going to go straight to the Sun Salutation, and then we're going to go into the regular yoga stuff. Okay, today we're going to do everything once for 3 breaths. So the Sun Salutation, we will just do 3 rounds. So this should be a fairly quick session. Okay, so if you want to stand up, so we're going to do the Sun Salutation. See if I can get in the right position here. Okay. So, hands together like you're going to pray, and you're going to inhale as you reach up. You go. And then exhale as you come down. Put your palms flat on the mat, even if you have to bend your knees like I am. And then inhale as you put your left foot back and look up. Rock forward. Right foot back, hold it, knees down, exhale. Inhale. I always hold here for an extra breath because it makes my back relax. Up into the bridge. Rock back to stretch your calves as you exhale. Bring your left foot forward, look up and inhale. Your right foot back. Right foot up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Back to the beginning. There's 1. Let's go. And down, exhale. Left foot back. Knees down, exhale. Inhale. Extra breath. Up to the bridge. Rock back. Left foot forward. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale back to the beginning. There's 2. Okay, last one. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Palms on the mat. Left foot back. Rock forward and inhale. Look up. Holding right foot back. Knees down. Exhale. Inhale. Extra breath. Up to the bridge. Left foot forward. Right foot forward. Up. Back to the beginning. Okay. Very nice. Now, first thing we do is the headstand, which is the king of all asanas, and the reason they start with it is when you go upside down, your heart rate and respiration automatically go down. And your brain reads that as we're resting, relaxing, and it tends to relax you. So that's one of the reasons it's the king of all asanas, and that's one of the reasons they do it to the beginning of a lot of sessions. Anyways, I do it against the wall because I've fallen over enough times and I really don't need to hurt myself. Do it any way you want. Put your hands like this on the mat, and you move your hands into kind of a place for your head to go, and you go up. So, hands like that. Make them into a, interlace your fingers so you have some place for your head to go. You put your head in. I tend to go up on one foot and then up. I always touch the wall and then go off of it. 3 breaths. And then we're going to do it again with legs apart. One. 2. 3. Spread your legs. 1. 2. 3. Bring your legs back up together. Bring one down, and then the other, and then we're going to go right into the child's pose for 3 breaths. One. 2. 'Somewhere between 1.5 and 2.5 breaths is where I feel normal again. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is kind of a series. Whoops, quite a squeak. Okay, so we're going to do the shoulder stand, into the plow, into the bridge. Okay, so this all screwed up. Okay, here we go. So what you want to do is you lay down, and you just kind of push yourself up. There we go. 3 breaths, and then we're going to do a spread leg as well. 1. 2. 3. Spread your legs. 1. 2. 3. Put your legs together. We're going to go right into the plow. So what you do is you just kind of bring your legs down towards you, and you take your arms, put them out behind you, and interlace your hands. And then you kind of roll backwards until your feet touch, hopefully. 3 breaths. Try and keep your knees straight. 1. 2. 3. You kind of roll out of it a little bit. You put your hands on your hips with your thumbs out. Make sure your thumbs are out or you can hurt yourself. You kind of come down on your palms. Kind of twist your hands a little bit. Hopefully don't fall off. And then you stretch your legs out straight. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. The easiest way out of this is walk one of your feet up and then lift with that, almost like you're going back into the shoulder stand, and then you roll out. There we go. Now, next thing we're going to do is the fish. With the fish, you put your hands kind of under your butt. Then you come up on your elbows, and you rest your head on the top of your head. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. You lift your head and you kind of roll up and then back out. There we go. Mess up my headset. Okay, next we are going to do the forward bend, the seated forward bend. So, still on your mat, sit up, legs straight out in front of you. And you're going to kind of rock and reach as if you're reaching for something over you. Bend at the waist, sweep down, and grab your toes. If you can. If not, get close. And 3 breaths, gently pulling. 1. 2. 3. You kind of reach out as you come up. There we go. Okay. Next, we are going to do the cobra. So you want to lay on your mat on your stomach. Like this. So what you want to do is kind of lift with your back and then with your hands. And then bend your legs. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. You come back down. Okay. Next, we're going to go into the bow, which is almost the same thing. You're basically just going to grab your ankles. And you're going to pull on them to lift yourself up. You guys, you kind of want to rock forward a little bit to keep this from crushing your junk. Here we go. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. You kind of let yourself back down. Come up. I always like to kind of flex the other way. There we go. So now, we are going to do the half spinal twist. On this one, it works best if I kind of face you. So you get on your knees like this. Okay? And we're going to do it twice, once to each side. Okay? So in this case, I'm going to sit off slightly to my right. I'm going to take my left leg and bring it around like this. They kind of want you to just go into it. I always have to use kind of 2 turns, so to speak. So like this, and then kind of push and kind of wedge myself in, then grab my hand, turn to my left, 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. You really feel it right here is the stretch. Ugh. Okay. You come back up. Now we're going to sit off to the left. Same thing. We're going to take the right leg and bring it around. I'm going to kind of swing around. And, like I said, it takes me 2 tries. Pretty much always. Or 3. Anyways, twist to your right. 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Kind of let go. Get yourself out of it. Now it tells you we're going to do the Lotus, but we're not going to do the Lotus yet because most people can't actually do the Lotus. So, what we're going to do is a few warm-up exercises real quick to try and get in the Lotus. So the 3 exercises that I find most useful to get into the Lotus, first one's just called the butterfly. So you hold on to your feet and you go up and down, and we're going to count to 50. Okay? I'm going to kind of hold mine weird because my mat squeaks a lot. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Boy, squeaking is terrible. Hopefully I can fix that in editing. Okay, keep them there, because the next thing we're going to do is very similar. You're going to grab your ankles, put your elbows into your knees, lean forward and push down for 3 breaths, okay? One. 2. You can really feel the stretch. 3. Oh, yeah. Okay, now turn on your mat, lay on your back, and the next one's called Through the Hole. And it's a 2-parter, because you do one for one side, then one for the other. Okay, so get your legs bent, you're laying on the mat, you're going to take your right leg and cross it over your left thigh like this, okay? Then you're going to take your right hand and go through the hole and grab your left calf, and your left hand grabs your left knee, and then you put your forehead to your left knee. 3 breaths. Here we go. 1. You feel like you're folded up like a taco. 2. 3. Oh. Okay, let me do the opposite. So now your left leg is going to go across your right thigh, again, like this. Your left hand is going to go through the hole and grab your right calf, and your right hand is going to grab your right knee. You kind of use your elbow or forearm to push your foot down, by the way. And then we're going to put the forehead to the right knee for 3 breaths. And it's kind of hard on your neck. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Oh. Okay, so rock yourself back up, and now we're going to attempt the Lotus position. Okay, so Lotus position, the traditional Lotus position, you put your right foot up first. Okay, you want to get it nice and high on your thigh. And then the other one, the easiest way I've found to do this, because I am not that flexible, is to kind of lean forward, which brings my knee down. I just bring it up. Now, if this is really difficult or really painful for you, don't do it. You might hurt your knees, you might hurt your hips, I don't know, you might hurt something. So there it is. We're going to do it twice with the other way as well. Okay, So as long as we're here, we're going to do a couple quick twists. So inhale, exhale, and twist to the right. Inhale, exhale as you twist to the left. Mostly just killing time to let this all stretch a little bit. Okay, so we'll get out of that. If you weren't here, I would sit this way a fair bit longer. Okay, now we're going to do it the opposite way, which is the left foot first. Again, high on your thigh if you can. And then you just kind of lean forward to bring your knee down and lift it up. If the bottom foot hurts a lot, it's because it's not high enough on your thigh yet and it's twisting. You'll see your foot is just in a bad position. And if the middle hurts here, if you just move a little one way or the other, usually you find a spot that doesn't hurt. Again, we're just going to twist to the right, twist to the left. So inhale, exhale as you twist. Good pop. And to the left. Okay. Again, if you weren't here, I would probably sit this way a lot longer. I have a few other stretches I do. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of breath work while I'm sitting in this position. Just anything to kill time so that this gets used to being this way and stretches. And over time, this gets a lot easier. This is not terribly uncomfortable for me. And as you've seen from some of the other exercises, I'm really not very flexible. But once you get into this position a few times, you sit in it, you try and kill time, you find it gets easier. Do some stretches, whatever makes you happy. Okay, moving along. Next thing we're going to do is called the crow. Now, the crow is a balance exercise. On all balance exercises, it's always good to just pick a spot on the floor or the wall or whatever, depending on where you're looking. In this case, it'd be the floor. Because if you let your mind wander and stuff, you tend to fall over, which in this case isn't going to kill you, but it's not great. So you get up on your balls of your feet. Your elbows are going to push out and your knees are going to kind of push in against each other. So you want to rock forward and then 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. You rock back. And there you go. Next, we are going to do the forward bend, the standing forward bend. So, get on your mat, feet together, kind of reach up like you're trying to get something, bend at the waist and sweep down. Grab your toes if you can, or your ankles if that makes you happier, and gently pull for 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Gently sweep up. Okay. Last thing before the corpse pose is the triangle. So with the triangle, what you want to do is your back foot, in this case my left foot, is at a kind of a 45-degree angle. And my right foot, take a nice big step, is straight out. Put your arms at your side. And then you just rock down. This is kind of a balanced one as well. And we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Try not to twist, which I tend to do. 1. 2. 3. Oh. And we're going to switch sides. So now my right foot is at a 45, and my left foot is straight out. And again, I'm just going to kind of rock down and stay there for 3 breaths. 1. 2. 3. Oh, there we go. Okay, now lay down on your mat. Last thing we do, just about every session, is the corpse pose. So you just lay down, get comfortable. You're going to tense everything, including your face and your neck and everything, then just let go. There's nothing to count, nothing to do. You just want to relax. You can stay here as long as you want, but you may want to pause the video if it's easy to do so it doesn't go to something else. Anyways, there'll be several variations of this. There already are. Thank you very much for coming. Until next time, you have a great day. Goodbye.